But it's
every single time.
I understand because this was the way I used to do it with no one in the room to help me.
There's no thrills.
And you look at it and you think, did I turn that on? Did I fuck up the entire podcast?
I know I checked twice, and I still don't know if it's on. And it's really giving me anxiety.
Why don't
I'm
you
going to
go
be
check
here
again?
because I know it's on.
Check it again.
I'm going to check it again, folks.
And you know what?
No,
I
we're
can
good.
actually kind of see it in the reflection.
There we go. All right.
Yeah.
How are you?
I'm so excited to be doing the biggest foot podcast on the internet.
Would you like to show? Now, you would be the first woman to show her feet on this pod.
I'll show my feet.
Show them.
I'm a little nervous about this foot because I think I've got, I kind of had a thing. I stepped on some glass and now I kind of have a scab.
What do you mean you step? How did you step on glass?
My cat knocked over some glass a really long time ago. Okay, they're a little messy.
You got long toes.
Do I really?
Yeah. I would say you have long toes.
Okay, here are my feet.
Comment here.
I'm going to get ripped to shreds. And
I don't know. No one commented on Norman's feet.
Nobody.
No one. It shocked me. Juan,
when did it come out?
Last month, a week ago.
And how's it doing? Is it doing well? Is it going into the
Almost
algorithm?
3K views,
Okay.
which is...
Give it time.
Well, I'm going to let it incubate.
I think in a month, 2-3 months, it might get into his algorithm and it might go into foot algorithm. Right? If it's in foot algorithm, it's not hitting the right. I don't know that there's much overlap between Norman and foot.
There doesn't see. I thought there was going to be more because I know he's on a bunch of gay forums with his shirt off. Oh yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I had a coworker.
The gays like Mark Norman.
The gays love Mark Norman.
I'm the gays. Well, not the type of gay. Yeah.
Not that demo of gay.
No, I'm not. But I wonder if I should have Mark Norman on my podcast.
Yeah, I had a coworker, 50 years old gay guy. He was like, "You know Mark Norman? He's very sexy." And I was like, "How'd you know?"
Really?
He's like, "The forums."
I was looking at that picture of Norman and Bert and all those guys naked on the cliff.
With Stavros.
And I was thinking to myself, man, I've never felt gayer in my entire life. There is something about a man's naked back.
It's gross.
It's so gross, man.
Is it bad that I saw Stavros's and I thought, not that bad?
Well, to me, his is almost weirdly the most feminine. He's got some booty.
He does have booty.
He's got some booty.
I know he's been squatting. I've been following his workout regimen. Right.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it good?
I mean, look at the booty.
He's got the booty.
Right.
What are we saying? That was rude.
Who are we?
Yeah.
Who's the other one? Santino?
He's got a better booty than me. Santino was the most, I think, Norman's body was the most traditionally masculine.
Yes.
And you know what? I hate that I'm doing this. I'm not here to body shame on the Foot Podcast. Here on the Foot Podcast, what's the name of your podcast?
The Happy Hour.
Foot Podcast.
Yep.
We love all different types of feet and bodies. And if you want to check out a bunch of different body types, you go over to Bert Kreischer's Instagram and you can see Mark Norman's
Or you can see Bert's body always, I think.
Yeah.
That's kind of his MO.
That is his thing, isn't it? Yeah.
Which, God bless him.
I mean,
but no feet.
If you can make a brand out of... Yeah, you don't ever see his feet, do you?
I don't think... Name another podcast where you see people's feet all the time, exclusively. Fucking no one.
That's why you're making the big bucks.
That's why I'm almost at producing revenue on this. Almost.
Are you breaking even?
No, of course not.
Oh, okay.
But what's the overhead of this? $20?
Yeah, no. Well, you've got a Zoom, and you've got your...
Oh, yeah, I'm down on that. I'm down on the Stone Street show. Oh, I'm down, babe.
Are you really down on Stone Street?
Down. I'm very down.
But it seems pretty well attended.
It's well attended, but the problem is the guy will cancel just sporadically, and then we lost. It's $180. We on average we usually spend.
Yeah, you put into the marketing
into Google Ads, baby.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, you should stop by last
Friday. This time I can't. I wasn't in town last Friday.
Hot show. You missed it.
Well, I'll just end it. I'm just going to quit comedy now.
You should. Right. Well, we've seen what touring's done to you, Ashley. Maybe if you stick a little bit closer to home, and things would work out.
No comment. I can come this Friday. Probably this Friday. Is it just Friday?
We asked him to do Saturdays too. He said no. Today he said no again. It's a whole bag of hammers.
Does he watch this podcast?
The guy, I don't know if he knows how to work technology. We tried to explain SEO to him. He's like, what are you talking about?
Hey, I'm spending $200 a week on ads. Could you not cancel on me?
And it goes to your SEO because we geotagged it to Beckett's, and he's like, I don't know what any of that is.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right.
He's not noticing a pop in his business.
He doesn't know how to check. So we have to send him a picture of the crowd every week.
Frustrating.
That's comedy, baby.
Yeah, it really is.
It's such a weird.
For people that are not, I think the people who have tapped into the whole thing, they get that the SEO, the clips, the yada yada, like all of that is so important.
You think comedy fans know that?
I think comedy fans know it, yeah.
I found out my buddy's dating a new girl, and she thought comics go up every time and just do it off the top. Like
when people say that to me, I'm like, what is wrong with you?
Yeah. I was shocked.
How could you have possibly thought that we were improvising it every single time?
Well, she's like, that's your job. It's to be funny.
Right.
I was like, yes, but
it's so I don't know. Write in, feet people.
Right. Comment below about Ashley's feet or this.
Or comedy.
Or comedy.
But, like, yeah, that's so wild to me. Because I never, before I started comedy, that thought never occurred to me. Like, I did my 8th grade talent show, and I did comedy for it.
Okay.
That's the first time I had actually ever done comedy, and I, like, suppressed that memory somehow. Because I only thought of that, like, a few years ago. And I did not write jokes.
What you do?
And I knew, I improvised the whole thing. It was so bad. It was so
Wait,
bad.
but you didn't have an audition process for the talent show?
No.
Yo,
It was
private
just, like,
schools in the city are different.
Well, it was like on a class trip or something, and you just signed up, and it was just like it was like a bonding thing. It was like a camping.
Well, those overnight trips,
exactly.
And they needed something to do at night.
Yes.
Okay.
So an evening activity kind of thing.
And you improv.
And I did okay, but I knew going up there, I was like fucked because I knew I should have written something.
Okay, you had that instinct.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
So it's strange to me that anyone would think that we just make it up as we go along.
Especially like...
Is he a comic, this guy that's dating this girl?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
That's not going to work out.
No, it won't work out at all.
You have to have a basic understanding because comedy, we're too fucked up as people and our lives are too fucked up that if someone comes in and they're like a normal person and they don't know any of this stuff, they're going to be like, you're an insane person, you're a maniac for doing this.
My counter to that is that even if you are dating a comic and you know how comedy works, it's probably also not going to work out.
Yes.
For the same reason.
If you are a comedian, love is probably not going to work out for you.
Right, but let me tell you, the bits that come out of it, Ashley.
The bits are good.
The bits are good.
Are you dating anyone?
No. Recently single.
That's crazy.
Recently?
The last
6
time
months?
we talked was so long ago.
Yes.
But I don't know what happened with that girl.
She was just she's not here to defend herself, so it's not fair to say anything. It was a bad match.
It was a bad match.
It was a bad match. So she wasn't a good partner.
It happens.
It happens. So she's staying at her.
Who's that?
That's depressed Sebastian Maniscalco. It happens.
Has his wife left him?
I think they're actually doing pretty well.
That's good. That sounds like that's Sebastian after his wife leaves. What am I doing?
Isn't it crazy? Once you hit 40 or above for a comic, everything seems to be smooth sailing or terrible.
Yeah.
It's one or the other.
Yeah, you're right. You're really right.
Sebastian Burr.
Yeah.
Everyone else is dead, but those two are doing great.
I feel like Kevin Hart's life is...
I forgot he's over 40. Yeah.
Oh, no. He had a huge thing go wrong with his marriage, I think.
The first one?
I don't remember what's happened.
No, I think he cheated on
something horrible.
The other one.
Something horrible happened.
Kevin, you're watching. We know you're watching. Just call me and let me know what happened. We forgot.
Wanda has a good life.
She has a good life.
She's married and has kids and seems pretty good.
Yes. She has kids? I didn't know she had kids.
Yeah, she has kids.
Why would you do that?
They're white kids, which is so funny to hear her talk about.
Interesting.
Yeah, she's some bits about.
Wait, is she still doing stand-up?
Yeah. Apparently, her new special is really good. It's on Netflix. I gotta watch it. I haven't seen it. But
who else? I don't know. I was gonna say Andy Cohen just to stay on the gay trend, but he's not a comic. But he's funny.
He's not a comic. He is very funny. I mean, Ellen.
Listen, last time we recorded an episode, we brought up Ellen, so I was trying to avoid it.
Did I get upset about Ellen?
Yeah.
I was new.
You agreed.
The last time we recorded, I didn't understand the internet, and I think I further proved that I don't understand it. But
no, you understand it a little too well.
Now I understand.
You found too many people.
I understand it better than I did last time, so I didn't understand how things worked, and now I do. So we can talk about Ellen.
Okay, we can talk about Ellen.
I call myself Reverse Ellen. Because I'm mean on stage. I'm nice off stage.
I was gonna be like, you're black.
Reverse Ellen. Is Wanda somehow?
Yeah.
No, that's my shtick is reverse Ellen. But yeah, I'm happy to talk about it.
How many hats do you own?
Good question. This is really the main hat.
Oh, there's a tier of hats.
This is the main hat. This is the hat that I wear every most days. I like that it's neutral. I have a couple black hats, but they all kind of have something ridiculous on them because I get sent a lot of hats.
You get sent a lot of hats.
Yeah.
How many hats would you say are in your apartment right now?
Probably, really, honestly, only like 5, 6.
Wow.
Not many hats.
Okay.
Yeah.
So not many hats are
But
sent.
you know what the thing about the hat is? People make fun of me for the hat, but it keeps my hair out of my face.
Yes. I understand why you're doing it.
Yeah, when I'm on stage, women have to do a lot with their hair when they're on stage to keep it out of their face. I don't have to do that because I just throw my hat on.
Were you against the ponytail?
I'm against the ponytail.
Why?
I'm anti-ponytail.
Fill me in.
It doesn't feel natural to me.
Well, you're not a horse.
I am not a horse, nor am I a horse girl. So the ponytail, the braids, yada yada, doesn't feel natural to me. It feels too. It just doesn't feel like me. And I had really thick hair growing up. And people don't realize when you put a ponytail, the weight of the ponytail actually does feel weird on your scalp.
I could imagine.
So for me, with the really thick hair, when I was a kid, I just never got into it. Now my hair's a little thinner because I cut it to be a little thinner. And now it just it's too late. The ship has sailed.
How many iterations of hair did you have to do to be like the hats? We're doing the hat.
How many
different things you had to do to your hair?
I think once I got this haircut back in 2016.
Great year.
Great year for my hair. Great year for my eyebrows. A straight woman I was dating in secret fixed me.
Shout out to her.
Shout out to the straight women fixing their boyfriends and their girlfriends. But I got the haircut.
Okay.
New haircut. Looks great under a hat. Looks great without the hat. Yeah.
You did have I remember old videos of you. You had a bowly situation going on. You had a bang.
No, I did not. I
no when you did the...
Just bad hair, dude.
Oh, just bad hair?
Just bad hair. Really long, really thick. I had a significant glow up. The glow up was significant. I don't know if we met before or after the glow up. But it was huge.
I think after.
It had to be. Otherwise, you wouldn't be. I wouldn't be here.
I would know. I'd be making fun of you for that. Yeah, but I don't know.
It was so bad. My hair was just so thick and long. It just looked like, gay people, we go through our glow-ups later in life.
Oh.
Because we quite literally, we come out later in life. So all the things that you're doing in high school, we're closeted. We can't do. We can't find our sexual energy in the way that we relate to other people and our full personalities because we're in the closet. So then when you come out, that's like when you're a teenager. Like you're 20, 22, but you're really a teenager.
I think, you know what? I think we have an overlap here because as a fat youth.
As it's got to be similar.
Yes, because you couldn't really discover yourself at that age, and I couldn't discover grilled chicken at that age. And it took until I was able to leave the nest.
I think anyone who's different from the rest of society, whether you're dealing with weight, a disability, maybe feeling like not necessarily the archetype of that society portrays your race as, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
If you're an outsider in any kind of way, if you're dealing with something, it's going to take you longer to blossom into the full version that you are. I know you lost a ton of weight, but for anybody who hasn't lost a ton of weight, it still probably took you a minute to be, with me, it took me so long to be comfortable with who I was.
Right.
And to find the confidence in who you are, being different from other people or being society shits on you or whatever.
Yes.
So this is no shade to fat folks who are fucking confident and awesome and the whole
Stavros,
thing.
shout out to him.
Yeah, Stavros with the
great
the
example.
booty. What I'm trying to articulate is, when you're on the fringes of society, harder for you to self-actualize.
Let me ask you a question. How many
Stavros has super self-actualized.
Yes.
Like his confidence, like that dude probably pulls like so hard.
I've heard.
Yeah. And because he exudes just just so much. First of all, he's very empathetic and kind. You can tell.
Yes.
And the confidence alongside that, which is hard to balance, is off the charts.
He also wore a suede purple jacket to Norman's wedding, and I always thought it's pretty cool. I think about it once a week.
I want to see it.
Yeah, there's got to be pictures of it somewhere.
You love Stavros.
I love Stavros.
Yeah.
Well, not as much as DeStefano, but I love Stavros. Stefano's my guy.
Oh, you love DeStefano.
That's like...
Have you had him on?
Oh, I wouldn't even know.
You had Mark on. You can get him
Well,
on.
I have rapport with Mark. I have no rapport with Chris.
You don't know him?
I don't know him at all. Never met him.
I will do my best.
Oh, my God. You have no idea.
No one else in my community wants to talk to DeStefano. The gay YouTubers are not interested in interviewing DeStefano.
I'm not gay, but all the people watching are.
No, but what I'm saying is, no one's asking me to be introduced to DeStefano.
Oh, okay, yeah. I'll be that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, DeStefano Jr. is asking to meet DeStefano Sr. Yes. I bought a shirt. He said on one of his podcast episodes like 4 years ago how his favorite restaurant is also my favorite restaurant. So the next day I went to the restaurant, bought a shirt. And when I meet him, I'm going to wear the shirt. I haven't worn it in 4 years, and it's in that closet. And I'm waiting for the day. Zoom Stammtisch in Middle Village, Queens.
Zoom
Stammtisch means family table in German.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Is it a good shirt?
No. I brought it to New Orleans for Mark's wedding.
You went to Mark's wedding?
Yeah.
How well do you know Mark Norman?
Well, I know him through the wife. That's how I first met him.
Oh.
Right.
There you go.
I don't know if they like the names out there, so I won't. May, she's been on the pod. What are we talking about, folks?
Also, you're probably so easy to look up.
Very easy to look up.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, so my question to you was, how many, I was going to say phases, but I think a funnier word is iterations of Ashley were there until this final form?
I would say high school through most of college.
Okay.
Was middle school and high school just dealing with not being able to know what clothes to buy. I mean, just total chaos. Just absolute, just horrific anxiety with shopping. That was phase 1. Phase 2 is where I started making some deliberate choices. This was at the end of college, but they were bad choices.
But nevertheless, choices.
A lot of plaid. A ton of plaid.
Okay.
Boat shoes.
You wear boat shoes?
For some reason, the boat shoes, they were really in at the time.
Sure.
Some kind of patterned shorts, Madras shorts, kind of in the men's section, but without understanding how to do that for my body type.
Right.
Just kind of really trying, but unsuccessful. Phase 3, glow up, 2016, straight woman, fixes me. Tells me how to dress, tells me how to do my eyebrows, tells me what haircut to get, yada, yada, yada. But she's kind of controlling the vision.
Okay, she's a mastermind.
I was merely the product. I was not a creative director in this glow up.
Yeah, you were Elvis and she was Tom Hanks.
What?
You see Elvis?
Movie?
Yeah. I forgot what his character's name was.
I didn't see it. Was there a producer that produced Elvis's whole personality?
Oh, yeah, it's Tom Hanks. Why do you think they casted Tom Hanks?
Tom Hanks plays an evil guy?
Yeah, he's a bad guy.
I would love to see that.
Oh, it's on something. Elvis's manager, bad guy.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm shocked you didn't know that.
No.
Oh, check it out. Fantastic film.
And is he still doing the Elvis impression?
Yeah.
That's tough.
Yeah. I just found out he dated Vanessa Hudgens for 9 years.
9 years?
I didn't know that.
That's a long time.
It's a long time to date someone.
It is a long time to date someone.
What's your longest relationship?
6 years I'm not with her. But my current relationship is wonderful.
Yes.
Yeah.
I've met her.
Well, let me get to the end of it.
Oh, yes.
I
apologize.
Phases.
Yes.
No.
See, that's the happy hour.
Wouldn't it be weird if I were like, fuck you.
It's over.
I walk out of here.
Yeah. If you weren't getting canceled, Ashley, you have no other choice. You're staying here.
Just crawling my way back up. Then we broke up. And I was sort of afraid at that moment, me and the straight girl. I was sort of afraid to change it up. Because I thought, can I do this by myself? But then the real final phase of the glow up, 2019 to 2020, and now, I would say, I started doing my hair a little different. I let the natural curl happen, which I really like.
Gotcha.
Looks
great.
I was told to straighten it. Well, I don't know about today. I left it up for a while, and it was
humid out too.
It is humid.
Yeah.
So I went back to the natural curl, which I really like, and then I was like, you know what? The straight girl really tried to make me, I think, a little more feminine than I feel. Not by much, maybe like 10%. So then I started working on my street style and how I wanted to look on stage and stuff like that. And now I feel like I have a few things left to go. I would like to be better at like formal and semi-formal stuff. But on stage and kind of hanging out, I feel really good. You're always glowing up.
Well, that you strive to. You strive to. Some people don't. Most people don't.
You don't think most people are trying to look... I guess you're right. I'm always trying to, like... I don't know. I just like working
evolving.
Evolving.
Yeah. Most people hate that.
Really?
Because it takes effort.
It does take effort.
And people hate effort.
Effort is hard.
That's why most people suck.
Yeah. But I try to better myself. You know, I don't know whether or not I always do. But, you know.
But that's a part of the experiment. That's a part of life.
Yeah.
It's trial and error. It's going out there. Put on 6 hats. Which one's the best?
At once, yes. Or try.
At once.
Or ship. Yeah.
Yeah, who am I? You have a P.O. box for when people send you things?
People send it to my manager. But I don't get a lot of that. I don't advertise it.
People are starting to ask me to send socks.
Great. I love it.
And I don't want to give out my address.
Sure, you got to get a P.O. box.
I got to get a P.O. box.
Yeah.
I know.
And it's going to be more expensive than the socks that you get.
I had a feeling.
You're going to be in further debt on this podcast.
But then I thought.
You on Patreon?
I was about to say. I was thinking about starting a Patreon.
And you have to get you have to subscribe to get the address. Ooh. If you want to send socks, you got to pay rent on those socks.
Listen to this, folks.
Because this guy, listen, this is expensive. I know it looks like shit. I know from your vantage point.
Oh, boy.
This looks terrible. I get that. There's a ring light back here. We haven't even turned it on. The ring light is off.
Don't even bring up that lamp doesn't work anymore.
I love that you have a ring light tripod and you don't use the ring light.
I used the ring light once, and it looked fake. It looked like too artificial colored. So I stopped using it.
It's an artistic choice that this looks like shit. But it's expensive stuff. The socks don't buy themselves.
They don't, folks.
And if you're going to ship the socks, there's rent to be paid on where those socks are going. So go to his page. Do you have a Patreon?
Not yet.
Let's make it right now. Patreon.com/happlehour.
Okay.
Got it?
You think?
We got to make sure that's not taken.
There's no way it's taken. Unless one of these freaks fucking took it.
And you spell Happle so weird.
Oh.
Like it's not the way you think it would be spelled.
What?
No one said
what?
this. No one said this to you.
What does that even mean? It's a last name.
It is a last name. But you'd think it would be Happle like apple.
Yeah, you'd think the L would come before the E. It doesn't.
Yeah.
You want a fun little story?
Yeah.
You remember this guy, and they're not going to know, Harriman?
Yes, of course I think about him periodically.
Do you rest? So do I.
I think maybe every 6 months I'd go, Harriman. And then I move on.
I do that with about 10 people I met in comedy. Dave Hess is another one.
Why? Dave Hess?
Yeah.
Why do they live in your brain? There should be a point because you can only remember so many people.
Well, let me tell you why.
You can only remember so many people in your brain. That's a fact. And why does Harriman stay in here?
For me, I can't speak for you, but for me, first time I met him, it's like the third time I'm doing an open mic at that location I met you at. And
which we don't say because
we don't
person
say.
is incredibly litigious.
Yes.
And will sue the podcast, and you know we don't have
and I can't lose more money.
Yeah.
So.
Is he still doing it?
Yeah.
That is crazy.
Yeah, talk to Kyle Murray. He still does some stuff.
Are you fucking serious?
Shut up, Ashley. We're going to keep doing the pod. Harriman, he's checking people in for this open mic. And I go, Rich Apple. He goes, okay. Just to let you know, that's not how you pronounce that. And I was like,
but that's
what?
so him to tell you, like, as a bit, how you pronounce your
I don't think it did not come off as a bit.
I think it was a bit.
I hope it was a bit. Because he had confidence.
That's not how, he married that woman.
Yes. Well, girl, she was fucking 19.
So young. They were both very young.
I know. That can't work out.
Did they work out?
We should check in on them.
We should check.
You know what, Harrison? We know you're watching.
We know you're watching, Harrison.
Check in.
Is he still doing comedy?
I don't think so. I think almost everyone, I can't speak for you because you started a bit before me, but everyone I started with has quit.
Yeah, a lot. Well, actually, I don't really know. A lot of my friends haven't. Well, what do you mean?
Also define quit, I guess.
Well, yeah, there's the mental quitting.
Yes.
Where you're still doing it, but you're not really doing it.
Yeah, you're kind of like a comedy zombie. You just keep showing up the same place.
Oh, Harrison is going by they, them.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. What's his hair look like now?
It's long.
Huh.
Yeah. But these posts are all from 2019. I mean, they're off the grid.
Think he listens to the pod?
Comedian and writer, lover of food, counselor in training.
Counselor in training.
Oh, my God. Wait. This
I'm waiting.
all makes so much sense. I wonder if Harrison... Oh, now I have to reach out to Harrison.
Reach out to them.
Harrison's queer.
There it
This
is.
makes so much sense. Oh, well. I'm gay, if you guys haven't figured that out. Okay.
What? You know what I was thinking the other day?
Ashley sucks mean dick. She's gotta.
She's gotta, folks. She's hiding it. She's closeted. She's a closeted hetero. She found her niche and she
I can't get out
exploited
now
it.
that I'm straight. How do I get out? How do I get out of my niche? How do I come out to my gay people as straight?
Put on a dress. Throw them off.
They'd really be upset, I think, by that. When I wear a dress, it feels like drag.
You know, when I first met you, you always said you were gay.
I am gay.
But then I had a bit of a when we first met. I didn't know because there was a bit of a kerfuffle.
A kerfuffle?
A kerfuffle. First time we ever really hung out. Do you remember when that was?
Did we have sex and I don't remember this?
We had, yeah. And the kid's mine, Ashley. No, you asked me because we lived right around the corner from each other, and you're like, "Can you help me put up a chandelier?"
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, she can't be gay because she wouldn't need my help.
That is so funny. I did ask you to help me put up a chandelier.
I was like, if she's a lesbian, she could do this all by herself.
Not even chandelier. It was like a
fan or something.
Pendant light, I would say. That's the other gay
I was like,
part.
I should be asking Ashley to put things up for me.
Thank you for helping me put up my lamp.
I think I just held the ladder. I didn't really do much help.
I needed help, though.
You did need some help,
no
yeah.
one was around, I guess.
That's what it seemed, because you asked the guy you knew for 6 weeks.
You know what's so funny about that? That is such a thing that doesn't happen in New York that would happen in other places. That you would go to a neighbor or someone who lives in your neighborhood and say, hey, you around? I don't have anyone to help me put up this lamp. But in New York City, it feels almost offensive to ask a friend to do that.
People rather hire a stranger to come into their place to do it than ask a friend.
Isn't that crazy?
It is a bit insane.
It's insane.
And I would do the same thing.
And frankly, I hire someone or put it up with the friend.
Oh, hire someone.
Right. I'm actually quite proud of myself that I didn't hire someone. Because I knew that I wanted to be buddies with you. And I was like, why not? He lives in the neighborhood. I make Rich my neighborhood friend.
That's right.
And now you don't live in the neighborhood.
And then I moved.
Yeah, this is the new kind of low rent area.
Yeah.
But
We're all living here.
Back in the day, Lower Manhattan was
6 years ago when I moved down there. That was it.
That was
and now all comics are living up here. Jason Choi moved down the block.
Oh, really?
We're starting a whole newly single comic thing.
The comic strip is going to make the biggest comeback of all time.
Oh.
No, it will
nope.
not. It will not. It will continue to just launder money for the mob or whatever the fuck they do.
No, they just lose it all because they're alcoholics.
So wait, how do they stay open? Do you know?
I heard, this is a bit of asterisks, they unpassed me so they could go fuck themselves.
Oh my God, what?
Yet they kicked everyone out, and then you had to re-audition. And I was like,
why?
I'm just going to do my
Part
own
of a
thing.
pyramid scheme? They just want you to keep paying for open mics?
No, Richie died.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's really sad.
He was old.
Yeah.
But
That's upsetting, though.
I heard they're in a massive amount of debt. I know people on the inside, on the real estate side. The building's up for sale.
Okay, so they're going to lose it.
Probably.
That sucks.
It
sucks that it wasn't a good club. You know what I mean? Like you
for comedy history.
Yeah, because it was like, back in the day.
The spot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm probably going tonight. But Mike Mancusi and Mike Bramani run a show there on Mondays.
Oh, really?
Every other Monday.
Okay.
But they're trying to take every Monday. Certain guy that wears a big hat has the other Monday. He also has a show in New York.
Guy in the big hat.
We could talk about it off mic. That's right, folks. Also has a show, a black cat.
I gotta be honest. I'm so happy to not be a part of this.
You 1,000% know him. You 1,000%, because you started at the same time.
Hat?
Wears a big hat, has shows at the Strip, New York, and Black Cat LES.
Big hat. Do you think the fans like this just incredibly inside baseball? The niches.
I don't know what they like.
Like literally mid-2010s open mic, Manhattan open mic scene drama. That's what this is we're talking about.
Yeah. Some of the best drama there is. It's the opposite of Real Housewives.
Honestly, some really good drama.
Amazing drama.
I had a guy get mad at me over open mic drama and start punching a table in a bar right in front of me because he didn't want me in the bar over open mics. A grown man.
The power people instilling themselves over open mics.
Yeah.
Is insane.
It's yeah. I haven't even thought about it that way. It's fucking open mics. You piece of shit.
I mean, that's a comedy in general. A booker's like, Ashley, you know what? I don't think you're at par. And you're like, you're a 47-year-old with 3 roommates.
Yeah.
What are we doing here?
Yeah, this is so crazy. Yes.
Right.
It's a horrible industry. No one should get into it. But if you do, definitely take it as seriously as possible and try and ruin other people's lives.
And sacrifice all your relationships.
All of your relationships. Put every dollar you have into an open mic business.
Yes. Lose $550 on a podcast.
Honestly, $550 is not that bad.
It's honestly not that bad.
You'll make it back.
I know eventually.
When this thing takes off, which it will, it's going to take off. It has to.
It has to. I have no other choice.
There's no other plan. We have to make it take off.
There's so many worse people out there. It's gotta.
There's such bad podcasts out there.
And they're doing so well.
They're doing great.
You see Full House is starting a podcast?
The show?
Yeah. Danny, I don't know if that's his real name, and Uncle Jesse. If Saget was still around, man, that would be an A+ pod.
You know what I just realized? All of these places are going to start podcasts right now because of the writer's strike and the the SAG strike.
Are you in SAG?
No.
Oh.
No, I'm not.
Better off that way.
I mean, right now.
Right. Yeah, it really would have worked out.
I wouldn't take work as an actor right now anyway, but like whatever. I'm not even getting into it, but they probably all will because they want to make money. They'll probably go all into podcasts right now. Start some pods.
And what's crazy is they're going to do well. And I hate that.
And they're going to do well.
They're going to do real well.
They're going to do well.
You know what pod's doing well?
And it's not going to be the actors and the writers who need the money. I'll tell you that.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
And it's not. They're not going to. There's no trickle-down economics in Hollywood. I'll tell you that much.
Zero. From podcasts, there's no one to trickle down to.
It's solely this.
It's literally this and maybe one guy fact-checking on Google while the podcast.
Shout out to Jamie.
Yeah, seriously.
What was I going to say? You know what podcast is doing well that I didn't think would do well, and now it's causing all other podcasts like it? The Ned's Declassified pod.
What's Ned's Declassified?
You know Ned's Declassified, the show? Yeah.
The kids show?
Yeah. They're my age now, and they're doing pods.
They're doing a podcast?
Yeah. And they're like breaking down, and they're like, you know, we used to date back then. I was like, who the fuck is listening to this?
Is it doing well?
It's doing it very well. It's at least taking over my algorithm.
How well are we talking?
Like, out of 10 TikTok swipes, they're probably on 2 of them.
Really?
It's like.
Have you checked out how many reviews they have?
No.
Okay. I think this is a great example of the economy being broken.
Ooh. I like this.
Because, like, if you were a child star, there needs to be some sort of podcast authority that says, no, you had your shot.
Okay.
You had your fucking shot as a child actor. Get your shit together. Let people who have no money and no prospects attempt to make a great podcast.
Yes.
Don't get on there and serve us drivel because you have a fan base already. So all you have to do is serve drivel.
Yep.
That's all they have to for an hour. And because we're all addicted to our phones and we're addicted to stuff and we can't sit alone with our thoughts, we have to listen to this shit while we're doing laundry and cleaning the house because we have fucking problems.
Yep.
There needs to be an authority that says no. Or you have to pay for someone else's podcast as well. If you get to ride the coattails of your childhood success or whatever, you have to sponsor an up-and-coming podcast. That's what I believe. Gavin, 2024,
I like how it took podcast for you to be a conservative.
No, I actually think what I'm saying is extremely liberal.
Really?
I'm saying regulate the podcast. Regulate them, baby.
How would you go about regulate? How can someone regulate a podcast?
No one can, and this is not a real point of view. But
but it's fun if we make fun.
If it were a real point of view, there would be a committee. Nancy Pelosi and I don't know who on the right. Bring back John Boehner. He's made a real switch.
My dad just shut off the pod.
Bring them back. All podcasts, they have to go through. Yeah, it's very simple to legally start a podcast.
Vetting.
If you have a certain amount of followers or following or money,
okay,
you have to go through a government bureau to get your podcast approved. And they have to say, okay, that's fine. But what about the Happy Hour? And they're like, what about the Happy Hour? And they go, you have to advertise the Happy Hour occasionally on your podcast.
Okay.
Provide the Happy Hour with the cost of their equipment and give the Happy Hour a chance.
Okay, you're starting like a whole inner cities program, but with podcasts.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, I like this.
Exactly. It's sort of like a charter school kind of situation.
Okay, yeah. I have to wear a shirt and tie every time I have podcast.
We have a little uniform with like a little embroidered like HH for Happy Hour.
I get free lunch. It's like, all right, I don't mind this. All right.
Uncle Jesse is giving you the free lunch.
Yeah, Stamos gives me free lunch. I don't mind this. Maybe, because I don't know if you know this.
And listen, I would do it. I'm saying this, and I'm not even that successful at podcasting. I do okay.
Relatively.
But
you're doing well.
Thank you. I appreciate it. But, like, if I, made it huge and was like, okay, I'm just going to serve some drivel up. I'm going to make a new podcast where I drivel. I would be willing to support an up-and-coming podcast for 6 months or whatever.
There needs to be some sort of farm system for podcasts. You need to sponsor like 3 podcasts and then they come up in the ranks.
Yes.
But I guess they would need to be co-host also. I didn't think that one through that
co-host?
Well. Yeah, like baseball. They got all the teams under. Like the Yankees have 5 minor league teams. And then how are you going to raise them through the ranks? I haven't thought this out yet. But
well, the ones that do well. And then you lose your funding. If you listen, there's some capitalism. Here's the right side of this. You heard the left side.
Okay. You
only get a little bit of time. If you can't hack it, get out.
There needs to be an open mic for podcasts.
There needs to be,
which is arguably open mics.
Yeah, I think it is open mics.
I think it's just open mics.
Yeah, I think it's open mics. Because it's such a low cost open field, which is such the amazing thing about podcasts.
Right.
But because of that, more traditional Hollywood has taken advantage of this to make really cheap, just pumping them out.
Every show is a podcast.
Every show is a podcast.
Enough.
How
much do you need of the show?
We did. We watched the show.
We watched the show. I understand what happened.
Show.
I watched it.
Yeah.
And then they'll give you like, last episode, I know what happened last episode.
I watched it last time.
What are we doing here?
Yeah.
But, on PornHub, they do this. They have a team at PornHub that watches every video uploaded.
What?
And then they'll, if there's, content that's really out there, they won't post it.
I want to see that.
Well, I think that's what they should do for pods.
But it's like reverse.
Ooh.
You don't want the really... Because no one wants... Who was like, I need the Full House podcast? Who among us... And this is no shade to Full House or whatever. This could be...
Decent program.
This could be any celebrity podcast. Who out there is like, I need this? Nobody.
Danny did.
Yeah, exactly.
That's who said it.
Yeah, exactly. A passive income for talking for half an hour.
Do you think that, because he should be doing well with residuals, does he need the pod? Do these people need pods?
No, they don't need pods.
They have too much time. It all goes back to people having too much time.
Honestly, no one needs any podcast.
What
and
happened
I'm saying this as a podcaster.
I need it for my mental sanity, but what happened to gardening, Ashley?
I know.
People used to garden.
No one has hobbies. No one's asking a neighbor to come over and help them put up their chandelier. And I want to be clear, it's not a chandelier.
No, it's some sort of crystal. It's somehow gayer than a chandelier. It's some crystal. What was it?
It was a West Elm pendant lamp.
I don't even know what that means.
Your gay fans know what it means.
Well, there's no feet on it, so I'm not sure.
You don't know.
Are there feet? I don't know. There seems to only be 2 hobbies that people have now. It's podcasting and pickleball.
People love pickleball. I only recently learned that the people love pickleball.
Have you played?
I have not played.
I played for the first time.
They've got one. Now, we used to live in the same neighborhood. You know the Dwayne Reed on Water?
I noticed that they have them where the homeless people lay out. They have pickleball courts there now. Move. That's how Eric Adams gets rid of homeless people. Put a pickleball court there.
You know what'll help young liberals swallow the displacement of homeless people? Pickleball.
Pickleball.
Yeah. The unhoused. Just throw in some pickleball. Liberals will stop worrying about it.
Yeah. Well, give them some paddles and get out there. Let them work out a bit. I didn't notice that. Who's playing there? I saw 2 people playing there.
Well, it's people that live in the building.
I know. I used to live in that building. But it's got to be covered in piss.
The pickleball court?
It's got to be.
I don't know.
It was covered in piss before it was a pickleball court.
Well, yeah, because,
The homeless.
Yeah.
Well, whatever. Give them some tents or something. I don't know.
I know, it's terrible. LA has done a much better job with dealing with the unhoused.
I've never been to LA.
Well, they've done a really good job. They have no restrictions around it. They're just moving people into hotels and providing them with mental health coaching and stuff like that. It's not forced. It's just 100%. And imagine that. It's working.
There we go.
People are providing the necessary resources. Actually, don't quote me on this.
Quote everything she says.
I have not done enough research, but my understanding is that the mayor of LA has done a really good job with the whole homeless problem, like helping people out there get care that they need.
And during the pandemic, when the homeless were in the Radisson, over on the corner of Wall and whatever that is.
Really?
Oh, you didn't know?
On the corner of Wall and...
I don't know what that street is. Cedar? Maybe.
Wall and Cedar? No, Wall goes horizontal, west, east, and so does Cedar. Wall and Pearl?
No, it's more north or more west of that. Well, wherever the Radisson is. Is it a Radisson? It's one of the hotels there.
I didn't even know this was happening.
It's right off Wall. During the whole pandemic. Because they moved them. They had that spot in the Upper West.
Care for them?
I don't know what care. They provided them housing.
Yeah, that's nice.
To the hotel.
Yeah.
But the Citizen app updates I would get, they were fun. Just be locked up in your apartment. It's like 7 people fighting. You're like, how are 7 people fighting? It's an odd number of people.
Where do they even get 7 people?
Are they all individuals?
Do
are they
know
teams?
Each other?
Yeah, like what's
Were they playing pickleball and it went wrong?
Pickleball wasn't even big back then.
Yeah, and it would have to be an even number.
That's right.
Yeah.
You can't do 7 people on pickleball. That's ridiculous.
That would be insane.
How is it down there? I miss it.
It's great.
I love the Seaport.
I love the Seaport, too.
Is there anything better than the Seaport in the summer?
Nothing is better than the Seaport in the summer.
Have you gone to Alamo Draft House?
No.
You should.
Okay, I'll go.
You should. I saw, what was that Billy Eichner movie?
Bros?
Bros. I saw Bros there.
Wait.
I think I was the only heterosexual couple that saw Bros. Yeah.
Alamo neighborhood?
Yeah, Alamo Draft House. It used to be my neighborhood.
Wait, what street is that
R.I.P. You know where they filmed Succession? That building?
What? No.
Do you know what's going on in this fucking neighborhood, Ashley?
I have no idea.
I haven't even lived there in 6 months. I know what's going on.
That's crazy. Where did they film Succession?
You know where Crunch is?
Oh, I think.
That big building over there.
Huge.
If I could just reach higher, I'll remember.
If I could just find the building.
I don't know. Mayhill's office is there. The guy I run my show with. I don't know. I'm blanking. I don't know what the name of the building is. Whatever street that hotel's on in Wall.
Really?
Yeah, seriously.
John? No.
Wall. There's good podcasting people that.
There's a great podcasting, just shouting out.
Just yelling streets in Lower Manhattan. Pearl, John, Bleecker. It's not even in the neighborhood.
No, it's not even in the neighborhood.
But anyway, there's a Chase there.
William. Could it be William?
It could be William. It could be William. It could be William. I think it's William.
Wall and William?
Yeah, that sounds
Is there
about
a
right.
Radisson there?
Yeah, something like that.
I used to live right there. I moved, but I used to live right there. Not right there.
No,
like a block away.
Black Fox coffee? That's just good coffee.
I like Black Fox. Those chocolate chip cookies. Off the charts.
They got this sourdough cheese thing. They put a little raspberry on it. Surprisingly, yes. And I don't know why.
Does it always get like this?
Yes.
Minutia.
It's just minutia.
All minutia all the time. Minutia is actually a great idea for a podcast. You just sit down and you discuss minutia. And the name's Minutia? Minutia.
Minutia.
You know when you say a word?
Sounds like the evil person in a Pixar movie.
It does.
Minutia.
But you just discuss just absolutely painfully tedious details about something.
Yes, that's this podcast.
Yeah.
I'm White Trash Seinfeld.
I love it. I love.
That's what I'm going for.
You're tzatziki.
Yeah, that's a great one. People love it.
That's a really good joke.
Thank you.
I love that joke.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
People seem to like it. You know what's
You working on any new bits?
I was going to bring up something I thought of today to bring up to you that I thought of, but I don't know.
We should pitch bits.
Because I thought of it it came too easy to me, so I think it might already be a bit.
Don't you hate when I've got a couple like that.
Call us in if you know this one, folks.
Huge comedy heads out there.
Big and feet. And also anti-Argentina.
People don't like Argentina?
Yeah, they were commenting today. There's a whole battle going on in the comments on Juan's episode. Argentinians stole shit. I don't care. Whatever. I don't care about that side of the world. North America. All that matters.
Shout out Brazil, though.
Ooh.
I have a lot of Brazilian fans.
Do you?
Yeah.
Shout out to Brazil.
Brazil.
I think Argentina stole from Brazil, so fuck Argentina.
Yeah. If that's what it is.
Also a lot of Nazis. Former Nazis. That has nothing to do. Okay, so follow me along here. Lesbians are to the urban communities as
this is a great start for my fan base.
That's what I'm saying. As Amish are to rural. Lesbians and Amish have a lot in common, I feel like.
Amish are to rural. You're saying that we are outsiders. I don't quite get it, because Amish people live amongst rural folks.
That's what I'm saying. But, if you need something built, who do you go to? You go to the Amish if you're rural. Okay. If I was like, damn, I need a fireplace, but I live in Manhattan, who do I go to? I'd probably go to a lesbian.
Okay.
You know where I'm going there?
Okay. I see.
Very
when
handsy.
You said urban, I fully thought this was heading into gentrification.
Oh, no, I just mean cities.
Yes, cities. So lesbians in cities. Lesbians are to city folk what Amish are to... Yeah, I mean, we provide a service. That's for fucking sure.
Provide a service. Very hands-on people.
I gotta say, I don't think this is a bit.
Yeah, I thought of it today.
I don't.
So that's the good news.
I don't think it's a bit, but try it.
Right. Okay.
I guess if you're living out in the countryside, you might go to a farmer's market, pick up some pies.
Right, and who's usually baking them? Amish people. But if you're in the city and you go to Union Square Flea Market, who has the pies?
The lesbians.
That's what I'm saying.
So what's the angle here? We need to do a direct comparison between the lesbians and the Amish.
I also like that lesbians and Amish, we talked about this a lot earlier in the app. You've evolved your style, and at one point you said, that's it. This is it. This is good.
I actually disagree with you only in recent history.
For you or for lesbians? Interesting.
Because I think we have had quite a renaissance over the past few years. And I feel like queer, particularly queer women and more femme-leaning queers, we have been kind of at the center of a kind of alt-y sort of movement, I think.
Oh, so
the kids love gay people now.
Oh, they're in.
They're in, baby.
Yeah.
And people kind of want to look a little more androgynous lately, I've noticed.
A lot of dangling earrings I'm noticing from people.
Oh, yeah. A lot.
That's big.
Wow, you really are straight because
Is that not what they're called?
No. The dangling earrings are big for men and have been for a few years now. Like a little dangly earring.
Yeah, Barry Bonds had one. That's the last time I saw one until like 2 weeks ago at the farmer's market. And I was like, oh, they made a comeback.
Farmer's market.
That's right.
Yeah,
well, I work by Union Square, so I'm always walking by. All
yeah.
these lesbians and dangling earrings.
Yeah. They're big right now.
Throw a bit at me.
Okay, my bit. Here's my bit that I'm working on.
Okay.
This is as far as it goes, so we need to add to it.
Here we go, folks.
So a friend of mine is back at the gym and texted me and was like, I'm so excited. I just had a personal best on the treadmill today. And I was like, you don't need to specify to me that the best is personal. I didn't think you were out here breaking records, your 11-minute mile.
Right.
I think it's probably not as good as Usain Bolt's, but,
Not even for that treadmill. It's not even that treadmill's best.
Yeah. So that's kind of the premise is like, why are we saying personal best at the gym? That's kind of like, I don't know where to take it, though. Where does it go?
Well, what's the angle you're trying to take this?
I don't know.
Oh.
I just thought, my friend said to me I had a personal best. I was like, yeah, it's a personal best, you fuck.
Yeah.
I know it's a personal best.
I don't get people like, what are you training for?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'm really trying to beat my personal best. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
You're an accountant.
Yeah.
You want to be the fastest accountant? Who gives a fuck? It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it is kind of interesting. I mean, we use it as self-motivators. We use these numbers as self-motivation.
Yes.
That's really what it's for. But keep it to yourself. Maybe that's what it is. If your best is personal, maybe keep it personal. There's no reason to bring me into this. Is there something there?
Well, yes. I'm thinking like, wait until it's a bit better.
Break out the best when you think you've peaked. Sorry.
I don't hate that.
I
don't hate that.
I think I got bit by a mosquito.
Huh.
Scratching my leg.
Okay.
Maybe it goes nowhere. Maybe what this is it's just a moment in another joke that I have about exercise. I have other jokes about exercise.
Okay.
I could probably slide it in.
You could throw that in there.
I could throw it in there. But it kind of felt like there might be something bigger there that I could explore.
Yeah, to me, it's like, what? Like you want me to say, go, good for you, but really you're out of shape. You're substantially out of shape.
I don't need more occasions to celebrate you.
Enough
occasions.
Too many wig parties.
I'm sorry?
Wig parties?
Wig parties?
Yeah.
You're getting invited to wig parties?
I've been invited to a handful, and I'm done with them.
Is this a gay thing?
No, just mostly a female thing,
sure, yeah.
But no, not a gay thing. This is not a bit.
You're just going to wig parties. When was the last wig party you went to?
A couple of years ago.
Did you have to wear a wig?
I didn't wear a wig. And people are like, why are you not wearing a wig?
Good for you for standing your ground.
Yeah. I said, you want to know why I'm not wearing a wig? I'm 27. That's why I'm not wearing one. Are you fucking serious? What about this idea, Ashley? We don't have how much? We got a few minutes left.
We
do it in an hour.
Do more if you want to do more. How much do you typically trim?
Whatever you tell me to.
You want to do an hour 10 just in case?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
This is
I also feel like we're picking up the speed.
Usually,
it took us a moment to settle in, but now.
First time someone comes on, it takes about 40 minutes for you to get what we're doing here.
40 minutes.
It takes about 40 minutes. But that last 20, Ashley, that last 20 is, the Norman episode went nowhere. 40 minutes. He's like, you like rotisserie chicken? I was like, this is what we're doing here.
Love rotisserie chicken.
I just love brine. Brine on anything.
What about pickles? You like pickles?
I fucking love a pickle.
See, now I'm a vegetarian. So brine, besides pickles, has sort of been lost from my life. And I watch people brine things, and I think, man, I wish that brought the juiciness.
You're not doing more pickled things?
I love pickles.
You like a pickled onion?
I love a pickled onion.
Do you like kava?
The chain?
Yeah.
Yeah, you love kava. You have not changed at all. Here's the rich I know.
Yeah.
He's a rotisserie chicken guy. He's a kava guy.
I don't like to brag.
No fucking wigs.
Yeah. 600 subscribers on YouTube hasn't changed me, Ashley, all right? I'm the same old Rich you used to know. Let me throw this bit idea by your face that I can't get anywhere. But I think there's something there. The relationship. I was in a bad relationship.
You may have alluded it to it.
Right. You get out of the relationship.
Yeah.
But.
This is such a guy's apartment, by the way.
Yeah. Whatever. I have a Swiffer that doesn't. I don't have any mats for it or any pads. I just have a Swiffer.
Swiffer that
yeah. And then
it gives the impression to women coming in that you clean.
Sure.
But you don't.
No, what I do is I'll spray it with the Swiffer and then I'll use a paper towel.
That is so rough. Dude, you can attach the paper towel to the Swiffer.
It doesn't stick. It doesn't stick. I've tried.
Okay.
Or maybe I need Bounty. I have very cheap paper towels.
You'll get a slightly better paper towel.
I need a Bounty. But they don't sell them here.
You actually need? The pads. You need the pads.
I need once a month. I need to get my pads.
You need to get your pads.
Been saying it. I've been saying it all these years, Mom. This is what I think the bit is. You're in that relationship. You get out. But you miss the relationship. Not really the person.
Of course.
As much as being in the relationship.
Comfort.
Yes. So that's what I'm saying. I think even being in a bad relationship is good.
Okay.
Because you know what you're getting.
You know that you're going to be verbally abused at any moment.
Yes. But I know when it's coming.
You know when it's coming.
Isn't that nice?
And in a Pavlov's dog way, you associate that with sex.
Oh.
Yeah.
That was a big turn.
Sorry.
Maybe you're right. What I was thinking is like I would like have a good set, right? You have a good set. And you go back to the apartment.
I wonder what that feels like.
Oh, well, you haven't had one in 2 weeks, but you've had many before. But you go back and you're like, oh, I had the new bit work, the bit about being in a bad relationship. It's hidden. And then she goes, why didn't you take the trash out?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
And then it brings you back and you're like, this is what I'm used to.
Rich, it sounds like it's just good that you're out of the relationship.
Yeah, well, that's also could be it.
I gotta say, I'm not sure again. Now, maybe you and I work so differently.
Yes.
We really, not only our styles are really very different, but also we come to jokes really differently.
Yes.
Like the way that we process. So I'm actually not going to tell you that there's nothing here on this one or the last one.
Oh, you'd probably be right with both.
But I really actually don't think there's any in either.
I don't think so either.
There's nothing. I think there's almost nothing. I'm so
you're right.
I'm so sorry. I don't
throw another one at me.
I don't have a lot of, because right now I'm working on a solo show. It's pretty dark.
Isn't every show a solo show?
Yeah, it's more of like a theme though.
Are you trying to
like do a
waves?
Whole thing. I'm trying to see if there's anything in here.
I got another one I'll throw at you.
Yeah,
I got nothing.
Oh, well, this one I can't.
Okay, throw it at me.
No, this one I can't say.
No, okay, she can't say it.
Well, no, I can't say that one.
All right, it's out.
Let's see. God, I've got nothing, man. No, you do yours. Oh, Sad Baby. Ooh. This I really like.
Okay.
So Sad Baby, my girlfriend has the type of depression that she was born with. It's not in reaction to anything. It runs in her family.
Chemical situation, yes.
So she was depressed as a child, which is just the saddest thing to think about, a kid having depression. And then I was like, it's actually almost kind of funny to think of a baby as having depression. Because when you are depressed, you kind of act like a baby. So you're like, I don't want to get out of bed. Well, I have no core strength anyway. I wasn't going to get out of this bed to begin with. I'm just going to cry.
Okay.
And I thought there was something really funny and interesting about that.
If there's any time to be depressed, I would argue it's a baby.
It's when you're a baby.
Right.
You can kind of wallow in it.
Right. You're already in the fetal position.
Ah!
Or maybe as a fetus is the best time to be depressed.
That's really very good.
Yeah.
You're already in the fetal position.
What's better than that?
No one is upset. You're not bumming anyone out.
No.
You're a baby. Yeah.
And what do they do when you're a baby and you're crying? Feed you.
They feed you. And that's all you want when you're depressed.
Right.
Just someone to pay attention to you and give you ice cream.
I think we have something here.
Yeah.
See, that's a bit that has legs.
I think
not
it has
like
legs.
mine.
It has feet.
It has feet.
That was really unnecessary.
Yeah. Well,
do the fans like it when you talk about feet?
They love it.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know why.
I have a what do you call it? foot.
I was going to say, you have 2 of them, Ashley.
I do. I have 2 feet. But I also have, what's the name of the website? WikiFeet.
WikiFeet?
WikiFeet.
What?
Rich, you cannot run this podcast and not know about WikiFeet.
Well, I have Foot Finder. I don't have Foot Finder. I know what it is, though. Feet Finder.
WikiFeet is celebrities' feet.
Really?
Rated online.
Maybe I'm on there.
You might be on there.
I might be on there.
If you guys haven't made a WikiFeet for Rich, you're not real fans.
That's true, you fucking cucks. Here's the bit I thought of. Follow me along here, because at times I get confused.
Okay.
You know, you go to a diner. Which diner do you go to in Fide?
I went to Squires the other day.
Oh, I miss Squires.
Oh, do you really?
Yeah. It's bad. It's bad.
Pretty bad.
Yeah.
You're going to hate this, but my diner used to be either Westville.
That's not a diner.
I know, it's not a traditional diner.
Yeah.
Or, and this is not a diner either, but my dive spot was Cowgirl Seahorse. That was my dive spot.
Yes. I think that's fine. Dive spot's fine.
It's just so, I don't want to tarnish their name. Maybe bleep their name. I love this place, but my God, they make it hard to love. They take so long to serve you.
Yeah.
It's a mess. One time I got the grits, and it looked like I could see that it came directly out of a
can
of a like a Tupperware, like something like that. It had the shape of it, and I was just like, just mush it around a little bit. Just mush it. I'm paying for this. Just mush it around. Right. I don't care. I just make me believe that I'm spending my money on the right thing.
Well, that's what you get for getting grits in the seaport.
They're not bad when they're not.
I'm sure.
But that place, actually, the food is actually pretty good.
I went with you once. I got some black bean salsa. I got it was fantastic.
Yeah, but
chips and dip.
You know, it's just like they're just kind of a mess running it. So they make it hard to love. But I used to love that place. I used to go all the time.
Probably let you run a show there if they're that much of a mess.
Hey.
But that's a shot at bar owners in New York. But you're at a diner, and you've been to a diner. They do have a show there. Oh, I didn't. Oh, Taylor Yarish, I think, might have ran it for a time.
Yeah, and Bo.
And Bo. Shout out to him. Answer my text, Bo. Need to know if you could host this Friday. You're at a diner, and you see in the diner, they have all the pies.
Uh-huh.
Right?
Yeah. Who knows how long they've been there?
You're getting to what I'm going to. They've been there forever. And they're always missing the same slice. Mm-hmm. But you never see anyone eating the pie.
Rotate the pie for me. Make me feel like it's a different slice missing. Or, if the pie's been there for so damn long, take a few more pieces out of it. Just play the part of acceptable New York City restaurant.
But where my brain goes is I'm like, are you trying to fuck with me? That's where my brain genuinely goes. I go into the diner all the time. I see the same pie there with the same slice. It says more about you. It says so much about me.
You sound like Costanza.
Yes.
In Seinfeld.
But this is the little twist on it. My natural instinct. I see that. I get pissed and I go, fucking Biden.
Do you think that's their decoy pie? Their burner pie? Where they've got the pie. They don't serve that pie. But they need to advertise the pie. So they've got that freezer, that pie refrigerator or whatever. They've got all the pies in there, and they're keeping them in there until they absolutely decay. Do you think that's possible?
But they've never decayed. They're always on display, same slice missing. My big problem is no one's having any slices. I spent thousands of hours in a diner.
Well, Rich, then you get the fucking slice. Be the change you want to see in the world. If you want the pie slice to change, eat the pie. No one is going to do anything for you. You have to pull yourself up by your own bootstraps. You have to eat your own pie.
Ooh. Okay.
Don't overthink it.
Yeah, well, too late. My point is, someone then get pie or either have a full pie or someone start eating the pie. But my first genuine thought was fucking Biden. That's how instinctually conservative I am. I'm genetically conservative.
We're all genetically conservative.
Ooh, I like this.
Well, I feel like someone does this bit.
All right.
But I feel like as a human being, your base level is to shit on other people and take their land. You're evil. You're evil at your core.
You think every human is?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Not every human.
Most?
A lot of them.
Europeans, definitely.
And in order to be liberal, in order to help people, that takes unfortunate amounts of selflessness and gratitude and shit that you have to work on. You know?
Yeah, but how does this relate to pie?
I'm not really sure.
Or maybe we take that pie bit, or you bring in the lesbian Amish thing.
Okay, wait.
And I'm picking.
There's definitely a callback there. But you're okay. You're like, fuck Joe Biden.
That's funny. Isn't it funny to look at a pie and think fuck Biden?
The disconnect is very funny.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to. But I did genuinely think that.
But what does it mean? Is it the economy that they can't afford a Decoy pie?
No, is that I think anything that doesn't make sense to me is the government's fault. And that shouldn't be my natural instinct.
That is very conservative.
Right.
It's very conservative. Well, honestly, no, I actually think it happens on both sides. I think blaming the government... No, it's inherently more conservative. Because the government blaming the government for your problems is like, okay, you want small government. Because you think big government is interfering with your life somehow. Right?
Yes.
So that does feel conservative. These are not my beliefs.
We're talking this out, folks.
We're talking out jokes and stereotypes and stuff like that. So yeah, it does feel like... Why am I itchy? Have you noticed? I got something on my chest, shoulder area, top boobie, and then I've got something on my knee.
I don't know. I can't help you. I'm not you.
You're not
I can't
me.
feel that.
Yeah.
And we're not twins.
We aren't twins.
But
if we were twins, I still don't think you could help me. Are you itchy?
Not really.
Is there a bug?
But now that you're talking about it, my head itches.
Yeah. Is there a bug in here though?
There might be. I don't know. I don't think so. I got the Swiffer.
What street does this face? Or is it a backyard or something?
It's a parking lot.
Nice.
Or a parking garage.
Oh, okay.
It's the ramp. The Albanian consulate parks there. Not to brag. They have bad cars.
Is Albania doing well?
Historically, no.
Yeah.
They're not in NATO.
Yeah.
Found that out
recently.
recently.
I don't even know where Albania is. Eastern Europe.
Eastern Europe, yeah, on the Black Sea. Dua Lipa's there. From there.
From there. Really?
There you go. From Kosovo, but is Kosovo a country? We'll let the commenters debate that.
This is where my history and I'm such an idiot. I don't know anything.
Yeah, you don't have to.
Good. That's good.
Yeah, that's fine.
I came in mostly with preparing for foot stuff. You know.
Yeah. No, we just go.
We just go.
But now as we're talking about the diner, you know what I'm thinking? And conservative.
There needs to be a better diner downtown.
George's.
Where's George's?
Washington, where I used to live. Washington and Rector.
Oh, it's a little far.
It's far for you. It's far for you. But it's very good. It's the best option. I'm not going to say it's very good.
What do you like there? Rotisserie chicken?
Ashley, I don't get rotisserie chicken from diners. That's insulting.
Okay.
I get it from supermarkets. Like a gentleman. All right.
And the little plastic pod that they come in.
Yes.
I love the plastic pod that the rotisserie chicken comes in. Like it's going to go to space.
Yeah, it's like they're shipping it up. It's like for astronauts. What are we doing? There's very few
things. It could come in anything. And it comes in across the board with the plastic pod.
With the dome. And everyone does the dome a little bit different. Like, we know how to do the dome. You have 4 dimples in your dome. Ours is smooth. We're not assholes here. All right. That is very funny.
Yeah.
I love it. This is how garbage I am. Mm-hmm. I love anything with a heating lamp.
Yeah, yeah.
You grew up a little classy. You ever go to a hot bar?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah?
Yes, I've been to a hot bar. Not a lot. But I will say, Whole Foods has a hot bar.
Ooh, that's a great hot bar.
Even the rich love a hot bar.
Question, I was talking to a rich person recently.
Mm-hmm.
They never went to a Chinese buffet. Have you ever gone to a Chinese buffet?
Yeah, I've done the Chinese buffet.
Really?
I'm from New York City.
Yeah, but I thought everyone in the world went to a Chinese buffet. And I found out
People
most
don't go?
people, for my day job, most people never went to a Chinese buffet.
Well, where else did they grow up? I do think access is a part of it.
D.C., Virginia. One kid was from Jersey. But money. They grew up with money. Private school kids.
Yeah.
That's why I thought you were a private school kid.
I did go, yeah, but my family was like new money trash. My parents didn't go to college. And,
Interesting.
And we're not going to, we have 3 minutes left in the pod, so we're not going to be able to get into it. But like, they were, my father's side, like dirt poor, and my mom's side, like, lower middle class.
Okay.
She grew up in a class that doesn't exist anymore. You know what I mean?
The middle class.
The middle class, yeah. So, yeah, they didn't go to college. And so it was almost like my family won the lottery. And when I went to school, like, I could feel it. I could feel that my family was not like the other families. Yeah.
So you went to where would you go?
Oh, I
in the city?
Yeah, in the city.
Okay, because I think, weren't your parents from Long Island?
Yeah, my parents are from Long
Okay.
Island. Well, my mom's from Brooklyn, and my dad's from Long Island, and my mom moved around a lot. So she lived in Brooklyn, Long Island, New Jersey, all of the places.
Interesting. That's South Shore, North Shore?
I don't know, actually.
Oh. That would say a lot. If you knew.
I can ask her.
Do some research into
They
this.
moved like every 3 or 4 years. So she was, maybe even more, honestly. She was, that was torture. She was tortured.
Because of your dad? Or her growing up?
No, her growing up.
Oh.
She was constantly in different schools.
But all in Brooklyn?
All around New York, New Jersey.
Oh, that's like some sort of like white trash army situation.
Yeah, it does feel that way, but there was no reason for them to move.
Right, they're just constantly moving.
Yeah. No.
I know. But that's a good story.
It's a good story. Unfortunately, it interfered with my mother's education, and she can barely do math.
Well.
But, like, yeah.
Might also be the locations.
So, yeah, I did go to a school like that, and I imagine some of them didn't ever go to the Chinese buffet. But I also will say, I don't know. I don't remember. I remember the buffet itself. I don't remember why we were there or who I was with. I feel like I've done a bunch of Chinese buffets. I feel like there's just Chinese buffets in New York.
I always thought so. Like, I just thought that was a thing.
Yeah.
Like Golden Corral. But
that I've never done.
Ooh.
I've never done a Golden Corral.
It's like Fat Talladega 500. It's just so many rascal scooters going around in circles. It's sick, dude. It's sick.
I have, though, done Carnival Cruise Line buffet.
Well, you worked Carnival Cruise Line.
Yeah.
We'll end on that. You have anything to plug?
No.
All right. Bye.